Shawn Porter, center of gravity, all good. Very much improved head movement as displayed against Devon Alexander. Good at timing the jab and countering, aggressively countering as well. Kell Brook has a good jab, but his jab is effective when he's initiating the action and coming forward. He can't box off the back foot. He doesn't go backwards very well. You saw how he struggled in the second half against Carson Jones. Couldn't hold him off. I was looking at both of them at the press conference, and Brook, he looks a lot bigger. He looks a whole lot bigger. He's 5'9". He doesn't have a particularly long reach. In fact, his reach is the same as Porter's, and Porter is 2 inches shorter than him. Both men have reaches of 69 inches and a half apiece. Kell is quite precise with them straight punches. And if Porter decides to come wide like he did against Malignaggi, he could have some success there. Could have some success. Does Brook know how to fight with his back against the ropes? Does he know how to do that if he's forced there? And there's a very good chance that he will be forced there, because Porter doesn't only fight with intensity, he's got very good footwork as well, which has improved in his last few fights. So he potentially could maneuver Kell into danger areas that Kell doesn't want to be in. I think if Brook can stabilize Porter with that jab and land that right hand, because Brook has a good right hand, who knows? I think a KO is what they need to be banking on. They need to get Porter out of there if they can. But Porter has that crouching target. Can Brook hit him clean with one of them rights? We shall see. The jab has been one of Brook's best punches so far against the opposition he's faced, but I don't know if that old English straight left is enough. I really don't know. Man. It's good. It's a good jab, though. It's a very good jab. I'm talking about Kell Brook's jab. Shawn Porter has a jab. Go look at the Devon Alexander fight. Go look at it. He does have a jab himself. It would be easy to predict Shawn to blow him out based on the Malignaggi performance, but that's the first stoppage in a whole load of fights for Porter. Is that an anomaly, or is he just finding his feet as a pro? Is he learning how to use all his gifts? That can happen. A fighter might not have an impressive KO record on his BoxRec stats. Then he puts it all together in the gym, him and his coach, and devise means and ways on how to distribute that power on his selected target more effectively. I think there's a chance Porter may even fall behind on points and will have to dominate the second half of the fight to win it. I think there's a good chance of that. I think Kell's in very good shape, and he's had a couple of rocky patches in his fights, but I think Kell can actually take a good shot. He's a big welterweight, and I think he can take a good shot. I see the fight going all the way. I see it going the distance. And I'm not sure if Porter can bully Brook around like that, just through Kell's sheer physical size. I'm not sure if he can. So it might be way more difficult than what a lot of people think. But I think his lack of experience of fighting top American welterweights or sparring with them or being in that environment, he could be overawed on the night. He could be. I don't want to pick against Kell Brook. I don't want to pick against him. But it's an enormous task. And if he comes back with a W, it will be one of the biggest victories by a British fighter, barring none, in a long while. It will be up there with the all-time great British wins on American soil. It will be up there. And yeah, you could say, well, Beats, you're overhyping Porter. What's he really done? Well, I mean, it's not what he's really done. He's unbeaten. He looked highly impressive against Devon Alexander, highly. And the physical strength that he showed in the Malignaggi fight. I'm trying to think of fighters who he looked like. And, Duran? just barbaric. It was barbaric. And if he gets to Brook like that, Brook would have his work cut out. Is Brook too nice in terms of, is he willing to do whatever it takes to get that W? It takes somebody with the mindset of a Hopkins to deconstruct a Porter, a crafty fighter. Is Brook crafty? Yes, he knows how to throw the jab correctly. Does he know how to con Porter out of his title? Does he know the tricks? Does he know how to win rounds by just doing the minimum? Does he know how to do that? Because if he just goes full blood and guts all out and Porter's still with him after 7, I favour Porter. I favour Porter. He's got to take Porter's confidence away in terms of I'm the better fighter, not brawler, but I am the thinking man in here. You've got to be able to outthink Porter. Physically, this guy, he looks like one of the stronger welterweights out there right now. Go watch the Julio Diaz fight, the first fight. I don't think Brook has that type of experience that Diaz has. Make Porter lunge in with his shots and make him pay. Is that Brook's game? I haven't seen that. I've seen a guy who's good at coming forward when he's in charge of the fight. I haven't really seen him have to variate his tactics like that. When he had to against Carson Jones, he struggled, he got the W, but there was a few telltale signs there, wasn't there? Brook will have to have worked on his angles like mad. He'd have to have worked out all the angles that he can see from watching Porter on tape, where he can hit him from. And he'll have to get his footwork in them positions, you know. He'll have to vary up. He can't let Porter read his tactics. You know, like when you watch Bernard Hopkins, you know what I mean? Bernard don't really give up his height. But sometimes Bernard will come in low. He'll come in low with his chin down, a mad angle, throw a couple of punches and clinch or get out of there. And I'm not sure if Brook has that kind of guile yet. I'm not sure. And he's going to need that to win the fight. Let's not be mistaken. If you're thinking that, you know, come on, Kell, and he can just throw jab, right, and get anything out of there, he ain't going to get shit. He's going to have to be crafty. He's going to have to be single-minded. He's got to pace himself, and he can't be predictable. He's going to have to be clever. He's going to have the vigor of youth and the wisdom of an older head to get the W in there, in my opinion. He's going to have to make Porter respect him. He's going to have to hit him with some shit. Porter is just too intense to believe that you can just not fight a physical fight at times, you know. But Diaz did walk him down in the draw. He did walk him down behind the jab. But Porter throws a lot of punches. He throws a whole load of punches. I've never really seen Kell throw combos like that. You know, he's very measured. It's more of a measured, conservative approach to boxing. Porter's aggression is just more exuberant, and that's just different temperaments from two different countries. You know, and that's not a rule for every British fighter, but it certainly applies here. I guess what they call intelligent pressure. If he's going to come forward behind that jab, he's quite good at actually doing that, coming forward behind his jab. And that's going to be one of the keys to victory. Coming forward behind his jabs, pushing Porter back, so when the shots do come back, they won't have as much force because he'll be in retreat mode. Catch as much of Porter's return shots back on your forearms as you can and on your gloves. Try and tie him up in close. It won't be easy to do, but try and do it. If you can, initiate the rough stuff rather than let Porter initiate it. Be first. Brook has been brought along very slowly. He actually turned pro in 2004. This is his 10th year of being a pro. He's been a pro 4 years longer than Porter, and he's 2 years older than Porter. It says a lot. It shows how the American fighters, in general, mature a lot quicker, while the British fighters, it's easy to become a big fish in a small pond. I don't know how Brook responds to the pressure. If Porter gets underneath his punches and starts working his body, what's he going to do? I don't know what he does. I don't know what the camp have prepared for such events. I don't know what they've got. I don't know if Dominic Ingle is the man to lead a welterweight contender all the way. I don't know. I don't know all this. There are no free lunches in the welterweight division. There are none. There's none. And I'm not really sure if Eddie Hearn would have took this fight under the terms that was negotiated if he had to. I don't think he wants Brook to fight away from home. I don't think Brook ideally wants to fight at home either. But time is running out. He's 28. there's no ideal time and there's no easy lunches or free lunches at 147 at championship level. So here he is. By the time Brook turned pro, the Brendan Ingle stable, where he's from, had virtually eradicated that hands-down reflex style that they was known for. Prince Nassim, Harold Graham, Johnny Nelson, Junior Witter, Paul Silky Jones, and many others. You know, Brook is trained by Brendan's son, Dominic, and I'm not sure if Dominic really goes for that style. Although Kid Galahad, not really as extreme as Harold Graham or Naz, you can see a few remnants of that style in this style. And it's a shame because that style, combined with some more conventional boxing, could be the thing to offset Porter, make him run into punches, make him miss, plan your whole campaign from the back foot rather than just forcing the fight like we see a lot of British fighters do and getting themselves beat up badly, you know. I'm going to tip Porter to win either a late stoppage victory, but more than likely it will be on points. And that's that.